The Muny is thinking outside the box, or should I say outside the summer, with its new series, Muny Magic at the Sheldon. The first installment was a thoroughly delightful evening of song featuring Beth Leavel. The show gave me a new appreciation of Leavel's artistry and ended with a Muny moment like nothing else I've ever seen in cabaret. Leavel has been a Muny favorite since the 2004 season when she was Dorothy Brock in 42nd Street. Since then, she's played Vera Charles and May, Miss Hannigan and Annie, Mrs. Mears in Thoroughly Modern Millie, Sister Robert Ann in Nonsense, the title character in Hello, Dolly, and Aunt Eller in Oklahoma. As this list suggests, comic roles are Leavel's specialty. They're a perfect match for her stage-filling, impish spontaneity. Other theaters must seem too small to Leavel after a week at the Muny, but she took advantage of the Sheldon's intimacy to reach out to the audience, and I get a kick out of you. There was no doubt that you meant the audience. What I did not realize until seeing Muny Magic at the Sheldon is what a great voice Leavel has. The sheer size of it was commanding in the very first number. I feel a song coming on. But Leavel's singing wasn't just about volume. Her sound was always beautiful and flexible. Leavel scaled her voice down for ballads like Bill from Showboat, but she could seamlessly invoke all of her power whenever it was needed for emphasis. Leavel had two guests at the Sheldon. She was joined for Bosom Buddies by Lara Teeter, head of the musical theater department at Webster University. I can't remember the last time I saw a more joyful performance. A conservatory student, Brenna Noble, did herself proud in two duets with Leavel. One was a song cut from the recent Broadway hit Something Rotten. The other was from Elf, in whose original Broadway cast Leavel was the female lead. She did one more duet at the piano with her splendid musical director, Phil Reno. It was a very sweet performance of I'll Never Fall in Love Again from Promises, Promises. Leavel could not have been more generous to any of her duet partners and to the members of her band, Nick Savage and Vince Clarke. In a question and answer session right after intermission, Leavel mentioned Mama Rose and Gypsy as a role she wants to play in the future. I hope we get to see it at the Muny. The Q&A ended with a question about Leavel's resemblance to Liza Minnelli. This led to a brilliant rendition of the Candor and Ebb showpiece written for Minnelli, City Lights. Before the Parade Passes By from Hello, Dolly began with a touchingly inward performance of the monologue addressed to Dolly's late husband. There was nothing inward about the conclusion, however, in which the high school band from O'Fallon, Illinois, marched down the aisles. It was a Muny moment if there ever was one, and a great finish for a terrific show.
Yeah, and as you say, she certainly fills that stage more so, but wonderful intimacy in her performance. So I think we should hear some of her singing.
When a man with a timid tongue meets a girl with a diffident air, why should the tortured creatures beat around the bush when heaven knows Mother Nature